Hello, comrades. It's Premier River, and I am looking down on the expanding city of Neuve Revergrad. We are actually going to come in here and build some houses. I didn't do much at all. Almost no time played between this episode and the last, but I did go around and just sort of make sure the construction offices were busy, so that way we have at least a few minutes before we need to worry about that. Kind of messed up some roads the last episode, so we'll have to piece by piece assign some of these to keep them busy. Wasn't too smart on my part, but in any event, we now have paved paths across here and many other things. I feel like the last episode was getting a little bit out of control in the sense of, I don't know, I was just all over the place. But we do have our construction office over here. We have a lot of things that we could and can do. Now, they're going to be a bit limited, of course, in what they can do, but I want to hold off on a minute. Bricksville's important to me, but there's a few other, if not as important, at least more urgent kind of things that I want to get to, such as making sure we get fuel down into here. I don't see any yet, and I don't see these pipes being completed. So let's see what we can do about the pipes being completed. Yep, unfinished pipeline. Now you are probably going to, yeah, I think we might still have trucks on the way. So that's part of the problem, is I just sort of completely lost track with where we were at with certain things. And that's where I felt like the last episode was getting to be a bit of chaos. But I definitely want to get the distribution done over here. I would like to show you guys, let's go all the way across the map. That's oil trawl. We're not quite across the map yet. There we go. Clothing. We only have like one building to build in here, so I did something that's almost sure to cause an issue. Did the trains come out yet? Oh yeah, there they are. A couple of them did. Uh-oh. We have a building on fire. There we go. There goes our fire truck. But do we have everything we need in here? Yes. So, we only have 2 rail things here. That's what happened. All right, well, hopefully they won't cause too much of an issue, but I did assign, yeah, they'll probably end up, I forgot I took rail cranes out of here. I was going to assign the other one to doing these bits of rail so that we could have this loop in place for the pickup of clothing and or fabric. But in any event, a big thing that I don't think we have in over here, and I don't think I even thought about it too much, is power. And the biggest issue I have with power over here is that we're getting really, like, I don't necessarily want to take it from this area because it's already a mess and there's too many nodes. You're allowed to go 19 nodes from your power plant, which would be over here. So I don't think we're too bad as long as this power plant can handle it. But I do think we need to maybe pause time for half a second and put in another switch over here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna, and I pause time just so as not to, oops, not that kind of switch. Yeah, there we go. And then I guess we need to delete, say that, and then yeah, it would want to go. There's no reason it can't be fairly close. Let's try to get it where we can just build it without any issues. Now we'll build the rest of them, just this bit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay for that with my rubles, and then I'll pay for that with rubles. And let's start time up again, and then for the sake of fire, if I don't even know if we have a fire company that covers this far, but we will have at least a road, which in my opinion makes it look better, if nothing else. Those things always have a little road to them, don't they? All right, so I think without getting in the way, we can run these things whichever way we want. I kind of like the way it looks when they parallel the road, but yeah, let's come up to like here, say, because we have that. Right, and if we came up to, yeah, it's a little bit, let's just come back a little bit more. I don't think we'd build anything right there, and we could always knock them down and move them if we had to, but I'm just sort of looking at where where we can get in to build these things. And I'm thinking this is a little bit of a flattish area where we'll be doing something with the road. And if we put it up here, I think it would be pretty much out of the way. And then we could run, or do we want to come, well, we already have this distribution there. And we could think about coming, yeah, then we could come down this hill as a general statement to get into here. This will need power too, but that should be doable. I could put it like right here. And that looks like it would get in the way. Let's try to see about putting it right up there. Kind of come up semi-unrealistically up over these hills. And we'll come right by where we already have the track, so that, yeah, let's just stop right there. Let's stop right here. Right, and then if we put it right up here, I don't know if we'll have fire coverage, but we should. Where is our firehouse over here? There it is. Yeah, they should be able to. Yeah, I mean, they'd have an awful long drive it over and around, but we can see. I'm not totally against putting a little service road, as long as nobody would use it too much, and where we call it backups. All right, so now we want, yeah, probably another. Yeah, let's do like a switch like this. Let's keep it further away. Right, that could feed in, and then if we wanted to run another one up over this way, you know, we could to help form another loop. All right, so let's get this. Good, that'll work without too many problems. And then, yeah, that guy will go right in. Can't really see. Yeah, I think that would be. Yep. All right, so now we need to get, well, I guess we should just come across here, huh? Like I said, I'm not opposed to a little, yeah, how are they going to get to this road? Boy, that's a long and winding road for the construction guys. They'll have to come all the way up and around. I don't even know if they'll have enough distance, but that may be the kind of thing that gets us to decide to, well, let's think about this again. Could we shorten it if we had like a little, this is another bridge right there, isn't it? Could we get a road? No, how about over here? No, I didn't quite make this bridge big enough. It might have been smart to be able to get a road out through here, but yeah, we're going to have a hard time getting past this hill unless we level into that. And this isn't that much better than just going there. All right, so I'm just going to go there, and let's hope we can. Here, we'll parallel the. Yeah, let's hope that they can actually construct that. These guys aren't doing much these days. Let's set these two guys to it. And then I guess I have to come here and go. Say good to go there. Oops, I didn't mean to close those things, but that's what happens when you hit escape. Yeah, so we'll get, that should be a pretty massive, expensive project there. Oh, come on. There we go. So I don't even know if these guys have any steel. Yes, they have plenty. Wonderful. All right, so that's going to be a big project, getting this power line in all the way over to there. But then we'll have it to here, and then we need to get some lower voltage. Now, this guy does actually cover this, though I'm not going to really count that. I just wanted to see, get an idea, make sure where he goes to. So there's a little substation right there. So yeah, anything that we would build over here would be covered. So we just have to get this covered as a starter. Now I don't know. Yeah, see, these guys use 10 megawatts of power. Which, if they're running at full steam, means we would need quite a few substations over here. Like almost one for each. Like we would certainly need a substation for 2 substations covering this. So, yeah, if we had 3 of them, we would need 3 substations would do 39 megawatts at the most. So that, yeah, and see, this is getting way more than these things can handle. But, yeah, see, that's sort of a fairly big problem. All right, well, let's see. Let's just do what we can do. What it's making me want to do is put that thing even closer, though I'm not sure there's too much closer we could do. Let's just try to, like, load them up, though, with these substations just to do the best we can for now. And try not to put them in places that... Right, like, if we get them in here... Yeah, I could probably... Yeah, I could probably get one, like, over here, say... Right, and then if we got one over here, really, come on, let's level it out a tiny bit then. You won't level that, will you? Yeah, I don't want to be too close to that road, but I guess the power lines will jump over it, right? So that should be, let's just put one in each of these areas for now. I guess I could put this one. Why won't you let me build? I really don't need all these helper signs. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's spin that guy around. Be a little friendlier to get him in there. All right, so that would, you know, in theory, cover these 2. How much do these guys? They don't really give a power warning on this one. I don't know. So 6. This has 6 outputs, doesn't it? Yeah, so let's see if we can't like get one over here. Can I get you to go off of that road connection there? Not really. Doesn't matter. Yellow, green. Yeah, the only other thing about all these is no, you won't fit in there? Yes, you will. All right, that one has a gravel road. I'm going to pause it for a second. No, I don't need to pause it. Let's delete these roads. They just get dirt road. I wish it would sort of default to a dirt road. And then that way I don't have to go around and do this each time. All right, so where's the other one? There it is. Other 2. Yeah, and I think that should cover this whole area. Maybe I'm wrong. And there's 2 advantages to the dirt roads. 1, they don't cost us anything. 2, we're good to go. Ready to build immediately. All right, now we need to get all this wired up somehow. Yeah, can I just go? Yes, I can. All right, let's get that guy up the hill like that, and then this guy. Yeah, angle too sharp. So I get him up to there. This guy should be pretty good to go. Yeah, I want to make each of these their own separate thing up to there. So I mean, you were. Yeah, let's just try to take this one out. Okay, come on. I know you were there for a second. Right, and that's the 5 of them, so too sharp. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Is that what it's saying? All right, well, why don't you just get up the hill there? And then you can go there, you can go here. And hopefully this is enough. We'll find out. If it's not, we'll just have to do some more. But by then, I think we're really... Here, you know, I'm going to bring that in looking a little bit nicer. Maybe. And then you need to go around here. All right, so then we'll have power over here, which will be a wonderful thing. Hopefully, like I said, we can get all those built. All right, so let's commit to the wires. And then, you know what, why don't we have this guy start helping out with some things. Since we now have many more construction projects, I'll get him to do all of the substations, maybe. Oops, he'll end those wires that I accidentally clicked on. And go on. I had a lag followed by a game save. Nice. Okay, and then are these guys? Yeah, they're not. They don't really have like a crane. Not that we need one, but I think that would be. This is mixer. Yeah, they don't have. They do have a crane though. So. All right. So let's just assign. It doesn't really make that much difference at this point. We're not ready with the rails. Oh, there it is. And even though that guy's already assigned, I'll assign this guy. We're not ready with the rails anyway over here, so yeah, we need to. Oh, there we go. Look, they got those projects done. And I need to electrify all of this even when we get done building the rails themselves, which we may be getting pretty close. Where was the other one? There it is. Yeah, I think I got all of them. Yeah. Did I get this one? No. Okay, so there we go. And let's see, is this guy out of work, I think? No. You're not out of work? I thought you guys just came from here. As long as you guys don't cause each other problems, we'll see if that works out well. But yeah, we have to get in here and finish this, and then oh, that whole loop is done. How about... Oh, I see. You're done this. Yeah, so this whole... this one's not done, and this is not done. So we have this... So, but we're getting there. So we're definitely getting close. Now, are we actually able to build these things with people? Yeah, we're getting workers there. Good. All right, that's a very good sign because that definitely needed to happen. So there we go. We have clothing with power, and yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. Oh, the other thing, I did get a comment about the trains are clogging up here whenever, almost every single time yeah, so this is another problem. Now they're going to clog that up a bit because they're coming like looping around here to go into there. But when we had 4 trains, they were getting jammed up on this rail construction, but we don't have 4 trains, and then generally speaking, they should be going out. I don't have a crisscross anywhere, so they should be going out the correct track. So I think what I want to do is put another rail signal to help prevent... Oops. Can't play... Oh, that's the end of the thing, yeah. See, if I put this rail signal here, that should allow the other trains to go back in and out a lot quicker, if that makes sense. Like, one of the problems is as soon as a train comes out of here, it was stopping this guy right here, the gravel guy going in. And then so it would, like, of course it was going to jam up. So hopefully this will prevent them. Either train's going to come out either way. And if they don't, it's okay. They'll run into each other. But at least I think this is going to give a better chance of the gravel train getting in and out. And if anything, the rail crane might be stopped from coming back. Does that make sense? So hopefully that works out. There we go. We just got our delivery of, well, I don't think we needed many prefab panels, but there you go. All right, so our rail cranes, everybody seems to be functioning down here. So what I would like to do next, I think, let me look at my little list here. Oh, yeah, you know what we can do? How are we doing down here with this construction? I kind of know. I mean, I did reassign some things, but we've had some time to work on things. And they're still busy going. I don't know. My thought was that I could possibly put a crisscross in here and get like at least one of them. I don't know if I could put a crisscross in both places, but at least put a crisscross here where one of the guys could start working on this bridge. But I don't know. Now that I think about it more, 10 minutes later, while it's a fine idea in some respects, I think I would rather just sort of hold my horses, you know, get this going, get some other things going for now. But we are getting into here, and we will have our rail construction office built, and this is the depots so they can drop off materials. Then we'll have another yard here. We probably could have, well, I wish they had a yard with a road cargo thing, like off to the side. Like, that's all right. We're just going to be dropping stuff off here as needed, micromanaging a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, so now, maybe we'll even redo things down the road if we really get annoyed by it. I would like to go around the map and see what vehicles, let's see, do we have everything we need over here yet? We have electronics, and that's all we expect to get in here. And we have no clothes, but I'm not surprised by that. And we have no alcohol, and I'm not surprised by that. And we have food. So we do have food and electronics that we could bring over from here. And then, how are we doing here? Do we have electronics or electrical components? No. But we're on the way here. So is this guy, and he is moving, so that's a good sign. This might be him right there. Is that him? Yes, it is. So he should be, if he got that far, he should be able to get in here. So it seems like this is working. What other? So that's mechanical components, and we have some of them in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we do have mechanical components already. And then we have prefab panels. So I need to go get steel, bricks, and lumber brought up to here. So there we go. Are they going in? Yep, I must have it on load and unload. Good. And then we could talk about cement. But let me pause the video for a minute. It'll give me a chance to have a sip of coffee and go find, you know, some of the trucks that would be coming here to be able to bring food into here. Now, food isn't the most urgent because we have the food down there, but we're going to take a look. All right, I'll be back in 1 minute when I get my, get some trucks lined up, so to speak, to get over here, one way or the other, even if we purchase them. All right, see you in a second. Well, here we are. I left all of the vehicles open that I had just dealt with. There's a few down here that are in the process. I think the reason we didn't do this construction is because this oil cistern, oil tanker there. Where are you going? Oh, you're going out to the gas station. So he's going to run back and forth a little bit to that gas station. There you go. And then this guy needs to go up to, a couple of these need to go get rid of whatever they had in them. Oh, he's already done. Well, that was pretty quick. All right, so we can get rid of that. So this is a new, let me run through them kind of quickly here. It's a lot. So we have clothing that I want to actually, I'll go ahead and close them as we talk about each one. But what I want to do is come in here and for the moment, try to get it set up for its permanent thing. This should be where he's going to. And I just want to purchase clothing from here, right? As opposed to purchasing it. There we go. So we'll have 20 tons of clothing in there. That'll cost us some money, but at least when we get our clothing going, the train should be sent to here and then we won't have that issue. Now, if we come over here and look, what are we I didn't really look at this close enough. Yeah, we're purchasing a bit of everything. So pretty shortly here, I want to turn that off. Now, how about here? Now, I don't mind the purchasing for the sake of, just for the sake of, what do you call it? Like balancing and whatnot, but, or to make sure that our people stay happy. So everybody here seems to have what they need and they're getting clothing from somewhere, but I did go just double check our clothing. We're not making enough. So it's sort of pointless to come up here. And this guy's purchasing, but it looks like we're bringing stuff here. So we'll see. At some point, I think I have to just go around and make sure everybody's being efficient. Okay. So how about this guy? This guy had some electronics in him. Yeah. And no, I don't want you going there. I want you to go to Molna Custom House and unload whatever you have now. And then he's going to become a bread delivery guy. So we have to keep an eye on him just so that he doesn't keep going there. And then the other thing I probably need to do is just see, he should be waiting at that point. I was afraid that I was missing things like that. So I have 2 bread trucks. Let's see, is this the other bread one? Yeah, the bread ones, some of them I just have switched. I don't know where each truck is going, but I've switched the bread trucks, which were coming into Neuve Revergrad, to go over to this distribution. Now, you may say, well, why don't you just go over to here? And the reason is, I want to be able, in the long run, to control my exports. And the best way to do that is to not have vehicles coming right into here. Just have the trains coming in. The trains then go and distribute everything and then go and export. Does that make sense? I know it doesn't necessarily make a huge amount of sense, but it does. It does help that there's not trucks coming directly to these supply points, unless it just makes so much. If we had like a town right here, I'd probably just get food from there in that case. But in other words, it's like when it comes to these, food may not be the biggest one to point out, but when it comes to like these electronics, I want that train exporting the extra, and it's blocking the train and whatnot, and this gets to be like too busy right here because I don't have a extra rail cargo station. So I just want to get it so that it's sort of like trains pick up all of our supplies, trucks take them to their final destination, and then trains, if I choose to, export anything else. So in any event, so the next few of these should be the food ones, and hopefully they're going to that distribution. We'll have to keep an eye. And there we go. We have electronics, same idea. I took the electronics down from here and then have them, or electrical components from here. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's what I want to do. And they're driving them all the way back to here. And one of the reasons for that too is just so that I can go to the certain places and just know where everything's going. It's also a matter of keeping things straight. So anyway, this guy should be bringing electronics up to here. Close. What are you doing? You're bringing, yeah, you're doing the same thing, and you're bringing mechanical components, which makes more sense because I was stealing the mechanical components out of here, which is a different purpose. So I know I'm not being 100% efficient, but I'm being more organized, I hope. Now, another thing I realized that I didn't even talk about is meat. So I want to come back down here for the moment at least, because we don't, yep, there we go. See, we've already got them backed up here waiting. We're not making enough meat either, so I'm going to purchase a bit of meat here. And then these trucks should be able to fill up and get out of here and do the same thing, distribute to there. And again, the idea, we're building moose cow down there, so hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll be able to supply this without having to purchase it. Now, I didn't go through the entire map. And then another thing I did was, for now at least to get this guy filled up, I put 3 cement trucks on the road coming over to here. Now, I can't really have them wait, so they're sort of driving back and forth forever, so I definitely want to try to keep that in mind. I can't have them wait because if we have 3 trucks driving out to here, they're going to clog up this entrance, and then we're not going to be able to have a truck to just get cement over to here. So what I would like to do is eventually, well, we should probably purchase, well, we're gonna have cement up here in a minute. Yeah, you know what? Let me leave this open as well as something else I need to go check on before this is all said and done. So I'll take one of these cement trucks and have them sent over to here. Now, fortunately, there's 2 spots in here, so I can have the cement truck wait. So the idea would be that we would have 2 cement trucks driving back and forth, and then the third one here would be, what do you call it? The third one would be the one that we switch over to this, so where we would supply this with cement, because otherwise we'll have a problem because we won't have cement. So there we go. Let me leave that guy up here for now. Well, hopefully we'll catch them when they get over here. So there we go. So that's more stuff. And then what are these guys? Okay, these guys are the same basic deal, but I think they were going to this. So this is the meat truck for there. He seems, do we have it on? Yeah, we got unload weight. We'll see. Hopefully I'll catch any issues or errors. Yeah, this guy was going over to here. So that's a bread truck. And then we have electronics. Now, electronics, I'm going to try to do all 3 of these. And just this guy will constantly loop around from here and just bring electronics into there. So hopefully that works out well. That should be pretty good to go. We have electronics in there, and then more bread. So these are bread guys that are going to the there's another meat storage. So hopefully they're working. Let's make sure they're on weight. Yep, another meat storage for the other. So that was, if you noticed, I don't know if you were keeping count, but there's 3 different meat storages to come into here. And more bread. Now this guy had 3 breads coming to him. So I don't know if we need that many, but again, I know but we'll see. And by the way, I think that this is as close as that, or about, right? To come to here to get meat is not that much further than to go there to get, get bread. So there we go. So, yeah, so we'll keep these things open for a minute. Let's keep an eye on, this guy's done with that, so we can get that. So this will be another bread truck heading back now that he's empty. Cistern. Yeah, cistern, I have to wait until this pipe is built. Man, how are we doing on that pipe? Let's see if we are building the pipe. Yes, see, immediately, we're not building it because we don't have any workers, but immediately this was taking forever and I didn't know why. That's the reason. I think we cut him off. So I guess we should probably leave this open just so I can buzz back here with the eyeball thing. And that guy's going to have to drive back and forth in the meantime. Let's put him like here so we can keep open. Concrete plant. Why do I have the concrete plant open? Oh, so I remember about the concrete truck. Good. All right, so there we go. So that's one thing done in a sense. The other thing it's led me to think is that I probably need to really, at some point, just go around and sort of check on more of those things. Like just look at each town and say, okay, how are you doing? Where are you getting your supplies from? You know, we can come in here and look at the vehicles, like covered haul, auto grad. Yeah, that's exactly where I'd want him to get his stuff from. And again, even if this is a little bit closer over there, you know, clothing. We have Revergrad distribution clothing factory. Yeah, so he's driving clothing all the way up here whenever he gets it. He's sitting there waiting to get clothing. He's down that way. He's not moving. So we just need to get the clothing going. And then eventually we could get him getting clothing from other places. But you get the idea. So where's this guy going to? GW distribution. No, see this is the kind of thing that I probably just need to spend some time, and I can't imagine it would make for the most exciting YouTube. Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, there it is. So we want him to go to this one. All right, and load up some bread. Okay, he's just loaded up with bread down there in GW distribution, so he's on his way. So we'll close that, and then just for the sake of a little tiny bit of efficiency, we'll send him over to right back over to there. So now he'll come up here, load, drop off. Very good. And what was this last refrigerator guy? Yeah, see now, do we have... Yeah, we're purchasing meat over here, so we probably got, instead of sending him all the way down to GW, he should do the same thing here. Let's do that and that. Load anything. Yeah. Now, where are you at? Well, you know what? You have meat in you. Let's send you to there. Right, I don't know where he's at, but it's okay. But yeah, so you get the idea. I could go around and probably tighten a lot of those things up, like just all over the map, but I just don't think it'll be that great to do at this moment while I'm recording. But I'll mention when I do it. So there we go. So we definitely are more efficient than we were, and I'm dilly-dallying a little bit. I'd like to kind of see, how are we doing here? Where are you guys at? Oh, yeah, you're almost there. So let's just take this first guy and say, let's add this to your list. And I want you to unload cement and wait. And then, yeah, you know what? You might as well just load. All right, let's just cancel this stop for him. All right, you're still full of stuff. Yeah, so you'll just immediately get on that. So I drove him up here with a tank full of stuff instead of sending him up here empty. Super efficient. Yeah, right. Okay, but anyway, where are you going? Oh, you're going to get fuel. Oh, you were going to get fuel anyway. Okay, well, that's good for you. All right, so there we go. So we should have the cement trucks doing their thing. And we have cement in here yet? Yeah, we actually had another truck already deliver, so good. And so we'll close that concrete plant. So now where are you getting your supplies from here? GW, distribute. Yeah, you're all distribute too. Okay, good. So I'm surprised he hasn't given us a message that he can't get concrete or asphalt. Because do we have people coming here yet? Weren't we going to build a bus stop or something? Yeah, you know what? We need to keep building the bus stop. And can you... And you could build that and that. And why don't we get him doing the same thing? I did assign him to do this road over here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more vehicles into this one, so we probably need to... Yeah, I can't build that one. Yeah, asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. So we need to get this bus stop done before we have too many more issues. All right. So do we have? No. Yes, this is done. So is this set on fuel? Yes. So we need to get. How are our vehicles? What? Oh, you know what? I don't normally do that. I was just surprised. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so we're definitely on load, unload. Or where do we have you coming to here? Well, yeah, so we wouldn't have been able to pick them up. So where is game save? Yeah, where are we going? Yeah, there it is, right there. So you just need to. Yeah, we don't. You know what? I'm going to take these off of this until this is filled up. So we're not going to go to the customs house because it seems like, or at least with that one. Now, okay, good. We're going to get fuel over here pretty shortly, I hope. But let's take this guy off for the minute as well. Building is on fire. That's not good. What building is on fire? Well, yeah, clothing. All right, so there we go. So that should be a fair amount of that done. How are we doing over here now that we're over here? Up, see, here we go. Why are you red? You shouldn't be feeding back on yourself. Yeah, look at that. It's just red for the sake of being red. Yeah, I don't understand why you would be red. We'll try it again, but oh, you know why he's red? Because I don't want chain signal there. Maybe the does it think there's a train in here or something? So it's waiting for the next signal to be red, but there is no next, or green, but there is no next signal. I don't know. All right. Anyway, how are we doing with this? I didn't even look after I saw that. We only have one. Let's zoom in on whichever one it is. All right, so you're still working on this one, which means we want to come up to, yeah, this other one. Okay, yeah, you hit the stop there, the bus stop or the train stop. Good. Now that'll take this guy a while because he's got to build this bridge across here. This guy will get that done, and then maybe we'll send the other guy onto these tracks here to start getting that finished. There we go. We have all of the buildings built over here, except for maybe we don't have all of these built, but that's okay. How are we doing with our? Well, we're working on it, I hope. Like I said, I had stayed paused. Now there's another little electrical thing I'd like to take care of. And that is getting electric to all of this stuff. I know I had mentioned it quite a while ago. It looks like we can assign some more. Ooh. Yeah, the lag and when I'm moving around, that really is the... yeah, this guy needs to get... What is he doing? He's looking for fuel. Yeah, I'm going to jump back down to him shortly. Let's not get too distracted. All right, so you are working on the fire station over here. I don't necessarily want to build this university immediately, but it looks like, yeah, we can do a few more or one more footpath. And you can help with this road, and you can get to that road now. How are we doing? Okay, good. Look, we got this big road done. We got that done. Yep, you're working on that. So that whole wrap around the back thing will be done shortly.
Let's get him working on that, which will get us over towards our farms. This needs to be worked on more. And yeah, you're just doing a few footpaths. Is there anything else? Yeah, I guess we could start getting into here and getting some buildings built. I mean, we have this center of town built. What is this guy? Yeah, let's build some roads. Yeah, let's put this off to the side for a second. And we'll get some more roads built in town wherever it makes sense, not destroy our, because I think most of these roads are already built. We would generally want these. Oh, you're a tennis court or something. Okay. Well, let's we can do that and that so that we can get to our tennis court. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just wanted to see if I wasn't sure if that went around the back or not. Okay, back to roads. All right, so what do we want to do? This is a school, right? Yeah, let's get the school built first. We'll definitely give him a paved road, and that's a kindergarten. I can tell from the shape. You're a house. You're a road we could build in a minute. Yeah, I think that's, well, we probably have a similar setup over here. Yeah, let's get these going. Yep, that's already set up. Yeah, I guess we might as well get all of these attached. Right, just the middle one's probably good enough. Except for in this case, I think, well, we could do two. Right? Then this guy needs to get attached. That's the school. And then, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we only need the one attachment. Good, that'll get a lot of our buildings in here, and then this could get attached. Anything else you see? Guess it'll be too late by the time you say something, but well, not always. You guys do, hey, you forgot this, and days later I still hadn't gotten to it. All right, so there we go. So let's commit to all of that, and that'll give these people here, we're just going to get everybody working. Well, I don't know about all of them, but yeah, let's do this school, and that'll be enough. And then we'll get the other guy to kind of do. Now this guy's going to struggle. Yeah, we'll get this one to do all of these over here, plus the schools over there. That makes sense. I don't know how well that will go, but oops, I was just going to have them do the schools. All right, that's enough. Okay, so now we didn't do anything for power over in this area. And I don't really have, I think I'm going to hold off on that now that I think about it, because let's get these where we can connect everything, because we might want to put power stations somewhere. Like, let's just get all of the roads and the nitty-gritty built. Then we can worry about the power last, because it's, yeah, because we have plenty to do. They're not going to be getting to, they're just not going to be getting to that anytime particularly soon. So, good. All right, let me pause the video for a minute, take a break, figure out how long it's been, because I completely forget how long the video has been. And then we will come back and do something to finish up the episode. See you in a second. I am regrouped, ready to go. I was over here looking at what we're doing, and there's two things I'd like to do. I went ahead, and I don't know if you saw a massive decrease in our money, but I think it'll pay for itself in the long run. And I went and bought a locomotive that will come to this cargo station and load vehicles. Let's switch him over and wait. and then I want you to go to the customs house and export vehicles. So I'd be very curious to see how many of those. Now, we don't want to wait at the customs house. And you know what? I'm going to do my standard, do anything, so that way I know he's just exporting stuff. So, yeah, I want to see how this goes. I mean, there's no sense. I think we're completely filled up here. Our car dealers really can't take anymore. Now, I'm not going to cut the trucks off from there, but before I even start this guy, though, I think what I'd like to do is get 2 of these flatbeds that we've been making, and then set them to go, like one of them to go from here. Now, I kind of like the way this is working out in the sense that, well, I don't know if I like the way it's working out or not. It seems to fill this up before any cars go over to this area, which is kind of good in a way. Like, we could have these trucks go from here and have this one go from here if we want. I don't know if this is what we actually want, but it's not going to hurt. Like, in other words, do you really want to just export only when you've got extra? If that makes sense. All right, so we'll get that guy, and then the new stop will be right here. And I also want him to wait to unload. And we'll just put him on cars, or trucks, vehicles, I guess you should say. I heard somebody make a comment. I don't know where it was. Not one of the comments here on this channel, but just so you know, when we say vehicles, we definitely mean any kind of, like, you could almost consider a tractor, like a farm tractor, a vehicle. Where if you say trucks or autos, you mean specifically, not there, over here. I want you to export there. Does that make sense? So vehicles, like anything that moves, like an airplane is a vehicle. Where an auto, if you told me an auto, like or automobile, I would think of a car as opposed to a truck at that point. So anyway, let's get these guys started. Enough English lessons. So there we go. So those guys are started. So they'll start bringing vehicles over. I guess, you know what, this guy's going to be waiting here anyway. Yeah, you might as well get started. Make sure you can make your way over here, no problems. I mean, the signaling should be good, but we'll close that for a minute. Now, the other thing I think I'd like to do while we're waiting for that to happen is to think about the vehicle that we're making next. Like, we got a lot of fire trucks in here. We've got dumpers, which is good. And I think what I'd like to do, and I might, yeah, I guess we can do some of this just to wrap out the episode, but I'd sort of like to go around. Yeah, we'll leave those 2 fire trucks in there for the moment. And just make sure fire trucks. Oh, we're clicking on fire trucks. Come on. I don't want to click on fire trucks. Yeah, I want to make sure and I think I said I would do this between the episodes. I don't know. You know what we could do? Can we come here? List of buildings, fire trucks, all map. Now, does this... that's list of vehicles, list of buildings. And I was going to say, we have a lot of fire stations. There we go, fire stations. Yeah, and just see if all of these have... Yeah, let's move this. Make sure all of them have at least 2. Oh, wait, it tells you right there how many vehicles they have. So, and we can't assign this guy directly, can we? Would be kind of nice. No. All right, that's all right. Not that big a deal. So we can come here and say, your new home is there. All right, get rid of that. And then that was this one. And then we got this one. Farminski. Good old Farminski. Nino's favorite town. Yep, and then we can set another one to here, because hey, why not, right? And then let's close that one. Lumbriska. Good old Lumbriska, making all our lumber for us. We rarely worry about Lumbriska. You know, you set something up well in this game if you don't even think about, if you haven't thought about that town and I didn't want to close that one. All right, so we got Limbriska, Chemsaw. Let's leave that open for a minute because I got to go. I hit escape. See, and when you guys criticize me for not hitting the escape all the time, this is the exact reason why. Not a criticism. Well, yeah, it was actually, wasn't it? To be honest, it was, you should hit escape. Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes it just causes more problems than it's worth. All right, so Chemsaw, power plants. Yeah, we'll get some of these trucks being used. Yeah, I don't know if we really need two right there, but that's all right. It's not going to hurt us. We've already built them. Farminsky, Limbriska, power plants, bread stock. Just right across the railroad tracks from the other one. No sense in having these guys clog things up. There we go. So then bread stock or fire station. Thank you, game save. And Tagliati has two. Oh, look, we have a few fire stations with none. Glad we're doing this. So where are we at? Okay, yeah, this is our new distribution 2. Now we could possibly think about some of the bigger city fire stations when we're done. Reverdima, where are you at? Oh, yeah, you know what? All right, let's open up 2 of these guys. Why can't I open 2 of you? Or did I? And it's... Let's close this. Yeah, he hadn't left yet. There we go. So you'll have 2. Reverdima Fire Station 2. Oh yeah, we definitely want... There you go. I don't know what I was doing wrong there exactly, but... Okay, you're just not moving... There you go. Because I didn't have you... You were waiting for the other guy to get out. All right, so that's Reverdima Clothing. Yes, all the way down on the other side of the map. Get you 2 fire trucks. Yep, and you're just waiting. Good. Okay. Yeah, look, we made about the right number of fire trucks. To get everybody 2 at least. And then Moscow. Well, you're not even done being built yet. So, and you don't have electricity. Okay, well we can hold off on that. Now what I'd like to do, good, that was a nice way of doing it. That worked out pretty darn well. Let's pop back up to here, and then I just want to get all of these guys out of here. Just so they're not clogging up. And that's one of the reasons we built these extra depots. So you can go to there. Right. And we're getting... Yes, so that should get all of them out of there. And then what do we have... This I think I'm going to do because I know that's... Oh, yep, you're all leaving. Good. So you're not clogging up our truck manufacturing facility. And our train got over here and he's getting cars on there. So good. Well, we'll stick around until he does his thing. So let's leave him open if he doesn't become too annoying over there. Yeah, there's no real way... How much does a car weigh? 1 ton. So he can... Well, that's his weight. It doesn't really. I think he. Oh, there he goes. Good. All right. Well, let me talk about the other thing that I want to do. RevTac auto production line and these dumpers. Before we switch from making the dumpers, I would like to go around to places in particular like this Camine over here and look for any of these older dumpers that we have. It looks like there's only one. And effectively replace them. Now, do we have a bigger... We might already have like dumpers in this area. Now, these are open hauls. So what I'll probably do just for the moment is like open up one of these dumpers. Come on. And just send him down here. And then leave him open. And when he gets there, replace him. Like, I don't think it's that critical. Well, or do we just... Yeah, I think that might be, I mean, a little bit of a two-step thing, but it'll take him a little while to get here. And then, like, leave these two guys, like, shrink that and get this out of the way. All right, so, like, those two would go together, and I'll replace them. And then this could stay over this way. And this is what I'll do between the episodes. So just go around and look. And even in these construction offices... Just upgrade. Yeah, which one is the... Well, here I can tell from the picture here. Yeah, like this dumper here. So send another one down this way. Yeah, this... It's going to be a mess. There we go. So we'll get another dumper down this way to replace this... Well, yeah, this guy. We'll replace this one. Maybe we do it... Yeah, let's put the new one on top and then the next one. And yeah, that's the only old dumper in this construction. Then just go ahead and upgrade all of them. It'll be, you know, it actually will be like a money-making thing when you think about it, because we'll sell off those old dumpers, get slightly more efficient. Yep, see there's two dumpers right here. So I can maybe put him here, let's shrink him up. Yeah, it'll be a fun thing to do between the episodes. Yeah. All right, and then we'll take this one and put him like right here, and we'll take another one. And then we'll send them down to a road depot somewhere over here. There we go. Send him down to the road depot here. All right, let's go look at our train and celebrate that. But you guys get the idea. So anytime I see those old dumpers, I think I'm going to go get rid of them all. Yeah, no old dumpers in there. And again, that'll be a little extra money because we'll sell the dumpers. So let's close this for a minute. I'll leave that open so I can take care of at least that many of them before I even shut down the game. All right, so let's go take a look at where he's at. Yeah, where are you? Okay, so you're doing your thing. You're doing quite reasonably well. I mean, how fast are you going? 110? Yeah, by the way, I bought the biggest, baddest. This is the $18 million electrical locomotive here. And just to give you an idea, all of these vehicles are only worth value of cargo $3.3 million. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's worth doing. I mean, it's $3.3 million, right? So hey, why not? Now, I notice our money seems to be going down. I go, you know what? We did take off our bitumen and fuel from exporting, and that does hurt our things. But there we go. So we are exporting some cars. I don't think we're going to follow it all the way over to there, but you guys get the idea. And then between the episodes, I'll go get rid of all of our old dumper trucks, and that'll give me a chance to see the status of everything. And, you know, I don't think we have too many old dumpers, but they'll definitely, you know, make a little efficiency improvement before we switch over to some other kind of vehicle. All right, so, yeah, let's jump back. Let's jump back to here. which is where we started. Yep, we're getting vehicles in here. They should start waiting. So when that train comes back. Now, the only other problem with this, and I may cut it off, you know, I may stop it from doing this, is just if we start using a lot more steel. But I don't mind the idea of exporting the cars for some extra bucks and just to see what it's doing. So yeah, see, look, we're down to just a few of these, so that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. We have our spare vehicles in here. So I don't know how we want to handle this exactly, but it looks like we could make a few more flatbeds. So another thing I could do is, as I go around, just start dealing with, oh, you know what, this guy, you know what, you don't have a, sorry, I do this all the time. Say goodbye, and then, yeah, so you know what, we don't, you need to go over to here. That's right. I sent him up there because that crane was just being put out of the way up there. So that's right. Good. So we'll get, and then yeah, we have a bus. So we only have one bus? No, we have two buses. They must be off doing stuff. Yeah, so I'll look for and make sure dumper. Yeah, we don't have open hauls over here. So we'll at least get a couple of those onto this guy. And then we'll get this, yeah, we can assign that now. And you know what, we can also, yeah, this can go on forever. Don't we have a little paved? Yeah, see that little path there needed to get done. And then this guy could get assigned the same things. Good, so we'll have a little depot over there because we're getting kind of far away from any of our depots. Good, so I'm not sure what we'll do in the next episode, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I know it's, you know, another one of those, just run around and get as much stuff done as we can. Here we are building our new rail construction office and getting that going, but I feel good. We got, you know, I guess you could say officially this is all fired up. Yep, we got lumber in here. The only thing we don't have, and I did put them on there, is bricks. So we should have a bricks train coming in there pretty soon. What are you guys doing? So you are, ooh, who are you? Why are you just sitting there? Because we have food in here. Ah, I have a double. Yeah, I don't know where you were supposed to be going. Why don't we send you to our new... See, in other words, he's loading and unloading from there. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. And unload. No, unload your food here, I guess. We'll see. I'll try to keep an eye on this. Maybe I'll just close him. At least get him out of the road there because he's messing up our food, if nothing else. And I'll come back and make sure that what I just did makes sense. But at least he's stopped clogging this whole thing up. All right, enough. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. I hope you enjoyed it, as I said. Bye-bye.